Well, here we are leaving downtown Idaho Falls. We'll be heading east toward Wyoming, into Wyoming. Just had breakfast at the City Bagels Cafe. It was pretty good. Probably the best coffee we've had in Idaho Falls. And Kevin is trying to figure out which way to go here. And so we will be heading east into Wyoming. Okay, so as we were heading toward Highway 26, I happened to mention in passing, you know, Kevin, there's still room for the Olivetti Studio 44 that we saw at that warehouse antique store next to the railroad tracks. And Kevin all of a sudden makes a left turn, heading right there. And I said, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I mean, I was very intrigued by it, but then I realized that I've had this love-hate relationship with Olivetti's for years, and I've owned 3 Letter 22s, a Olivetti Under a 21, a Studio 45. I don't currently have any Olivetti's. Anyway, love-hate relationship, so I should just leave it, and which we did. So now we're heading the correct direction out of town. Well, this is what happens when you're on the highway and you see an ice cream sign. And this, by the way, is a single scoop. $5. Single scoop of ice cream. I'm not even sure if I can eat all this, but I better start eating it before it melts. So you had to get a cake-style cone, or whatever you call it. Oh, and why?
Because I wanted to see if she could fit the same amount of ice cream on the cake style as she could on their waffle cone.
And did she?
Yes. So the cone was this tall.
Yeah.
The ice cream was about that tall. Amazing.
I know. And I couldn't even finish all mine because we just had breakfast like 45 minutes ago or something.
And I just stuffed myself full.
Of course. Well, our ice cream stop was in Swan Valley on the very eastern edge of Idaho. I guess we're not into Wyoming yet.
Not yet.
So it's a little resort town, I'd say. Looks like condos or timeshares for people that like to do, you know, hunting and fishing and all that on the Snake River. Snake River Valley is right here. So there was a little store. Two Broke Gals is the name of it. And so we figured I had to buy a little gift for my wife, you know, as part of the deal of being on the road, right? You got to buy something for your significant other. And so the problem is, if you buy some kind of a kitchen-y thing, it's like buying your wife a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. Guys, don't do that, right? It just represents work for her. But I did find this nice quilted homemade potato sack. And what it is you put your baked potato or potato in it, and you put it in the microwave, and you can bake potatoes in the microwave in the potato sack. Now, I know that's cooking.
That's not a kitchen item,
It's not a kitchen item, because you can put the microwave in the garage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a kitchen item. And then I got her a little candle in a little tin with a nice decorative pattern on it. She likes candles. So, okay, I'm trying to do my part here, while we spend money and eat and gorge ourselves on the road uncontrollably.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we do. So this is a hydroelectric dam. So it has some critical infrastructure importance. So back in Swan Valley, where we stopped, we went into a little sporting goods hunting shop that was really a gun shop, and we were inquiring about some certain calibers of ammo, which they didn't have, but their proprietor behind the counter was rather unfriendly.
Yeah.
How would you characterize him, Kevin?
He was just unfriendly. He didn't want to answer any questions much, and everything's pricey, so you really don't want to buy ammo because it's expensive, even though that's what he's there to sell.
Yeah, so it was kind of interesting. So we didn't know if he was one of these guys that's kind of like very suspicious of strangers. And since we weren't exactly dressed like hunters, Kevin's wearing polyester and a polo shirt. Maybe he thought we were federal agents or something. I don't know, you know, but outsiders. We're certainly outsiders. We're not part of we don't appear to be part of the hunting crowd. So anyways, that was funny. Okay, so we just leveled out onto some flat ground here, and we were going through the mountain pass, and it felt like we were going downhill.
It really did. It felt
Right?
like going down.
I mean, the terrain, everything, even the gear he was in, right?
Yep.
And yet the river next to the highway was flowing opposite us, like it was flowing uphill.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think of that, Kevin?
Well, I think there's a lot of iron ore in the water, and this is one of those areas of suspect of magnetic anomalies, and so it's drawing the water, it's pulling the water uphill.
It's pulling the water uphill. Well, that's our theory at least, but strange things happen in the mountains of Wyoming, apparently.
Yes.
We're just going to have to keep an eye on things here, and we'll let you guys know if something weird happens. Well, we've made a road stop break in the middle of the nowhere. Just sagebrush and bitter brush, low rolling hills, no mountains anywhere close by. The sky from one horizon to the other. And Kevin was curious about what does it sound like out here when there's no traffic sound. And we discovered you hear the sound of your heartbeat, you hear the sound of the wind in your ears, you hear the sound of high-flying jets, and the sound of traffic is you can hear pretty far off. It's amazing. But here we are out here on the way to Rock Springs, Wyoming, in the middle of southwestern Wyoming. Okay, so on the subject of weird things to talk about when you're driving through desolate wastes of the American West, Kevin's been doing a lot of driving these last few months, and he finds himself doing a lot of business phone calls while he's in the car driving, using his hands-free option on his car connected to his phone. And so he was doing that this morning, and he of course got put on hold, and we had some nice hold music happening, and we kind of decided that it's cheaper to just call your credit card company and get put on hold and listen to their music than it would be to subscribe to a streaming music service, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, here we are in Rock Springs, Wyoming. We had a long drive from Idaho, beautiful scenery, the Snake River in the morning, and then through some mountains and then down in the high desert here of Wyoming. It was just nice drive. Got a few good photos, some nice clips on video. But we're going to relax here. We have a lead on a couple good restaurants, possibly for dinner tonight. And then tomorrow we head out of here and we go up to Leadville, Colorado, altitude a little bit over 10,000 feet. That'll be fun. We're going to have a nice night here. Hope you guys stay well, stay creative. Have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye for now.